Oh yeah, calm down. Calm down. Now let's bring our other guests. Look, we have Cobie Smulders here. How many people have seen this before? Not ever seen it. So I they hate it.
Well, they may like it. Yeah, you may like it.
They might love it. Anyway, this was a movie that was made 10 years ago. It was really a true, just outgrowth of the love for romantic comedies. Unironically, that Michael Charlton and I both had, and we talked about them all the time. And then this is sort of our living tribute to that. And just, I feel like it is worth mentioning. There's one particular. It's not a person, it's not a thing, it's more of a place. It functions so integrally to what this movie is all about. Honestly, almost to the point where it's like another character. Should we take no questions before we go? Because we're going to after.
I know they're not going to stay afterwards, and sadly, but that's okay.
For those people, some people have already seen it, so they might.
Some people have already seen it. I think we could open it. I mean, first of all, for the cast that's here, what is it like working on a David Wain set?
It's horrible. I've worked on many David Wain sets, and they're always terrible. It's so bad that I was married to him.
I'll talk about it. I mean, we just watched this film, and I hadn't seen it since it first came out, and it reminded me, and I was really excited by watching this movie and remembering, like, we were able to play so much. And I feel like that so rarely happens. And we were able to just try things, and usually I remember David going like bigger, 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 and yeah, and faster, and it was just such, it was just collaborative and fun and wild, and you just, it's such a rare experience. So it was, I had a wonderful time.
So happy here. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I still remember when my agent called, they were like, hey, you want to go shoot part in the David Wain movie? And I was like, yeah.
I'll say yes.
I'll do that. You know, it was fast, it was funny, it was like go as far as you can. And that's just, you don't get that a lot. So that was, I love doing that. It's fun.
You know, Dave and I work together a lot, and we've worked for many decades, and the goal has always been to make something that is funny. It could be dumb, mostly is dumb, but the best kind of dumb, and the world needs, just things that make you laugh. And I just think that David is incredibly passionate about making something that people will laugh at, and he's really good at it. And there's nothing. There doesn't have to be any more to it other than it just needs to be fun and funny and an escape for a little while, and that's what this is.
You need more things that are just funny, right?
Absolutely. And I haven't seen this movie in 10 years, and I just watched it a couple hours ago. And it was, it's really just a delight.
I want to know
you guys to see it.
Just in case anyone thought I was serious, I love him.
I want to know if there's anyone.
But you weren't married to him.
I was married.
Oh, that's cool. Raise your hand if you're in the audience, and and you think you have a good question.
An actual question, let's just put it back. Good question. Okay, we'll go back left over here.
Ken, why do you have basketball?
What's that?
Why do you have basketball?
Well, did you see the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are no small, but I'm a very method actor. I just feel like my part has really inspired people over the last decade to play basketball. I thought if they, if I was around and they were around, get me or something, I could teach them some moves.
Yes, right here in the center, back row.
Yeah, David, what did you tell Paul and then to channel the memories of the tire swing? What did you tell them for the tire swing?
Well, I did thank you for asking that, by the way. I did what's called a replacement substitution. And I kept them in separate rooms and unable to speak to each other for 6 weeks before they got And then Paul's trailer, without telling him, made it extremely cold, little by little. Before we started shooting, it was at 0 degrees. At that point, I knew he was open. He didn't come out without all of his. He was such a bad actor. The tricks, I had these tricks.
Great question right here.
How did you get Michael Shannon involved, like with these?
The question is, how did you get Michael Shannon involved?
And the last memories were put together. Michael, Joe Latrulia was going to play that, but he said he had a part to be in a movie with Terrence Malick. And Paul Rudd had done a play with Michael Shannon. He's like, I could text Michael Shannon the day before. And sure enough, Michael Shannon's like, I can come for an hour. 3 o'clock. We're like, great, we'll figure it out. And I showed up and I said hello to him, and he did the scene and left, and all of that was within 1 hour.
For those of you that haven't seen the movie, it's a very pivotal scene. All right, time for a couple more questions. Yes, right here.
How would you describe your sense of humor?
Me?
Yes, like for your movie.
I would say, like, I try to take a prism of what I see out in the world. I have 2 answers to that. And then I like to then just tilt that prism, just crack it open, just the tiniest bit, just so we can see through that
Yes.
as the human experience, not the human experience. You know, I share that on the human experience.
Alright, I think we're, no more questions. I want to leave us with this as, a connection to the video store with all of you. Obviously, this is a movie that pulls from and parodies and loves romantic comedies. I would love to hear from each of you a favorite romantic comedy that you can share with us.
Ones that come to mind that you might maybe not have seen that I love so much. Walk on the Moon, and with the blouse man. And then who's seen Walk on the Moon? Oh God. The other tribe is and then the other one is Crossing the Lancey.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
Just getting in the mood for they can together.
a lot of times there were a lot of things in this movie that we were like, oh, this is a reference because every rom-com has it, and we're like, they're like, like what are the examples, like the production designers, like what are the examples that you're talking about? And like, oh, I guess it's only in Crossing the Lancey. Like half of the reference. Right.
You Got Mail as a JK.
Yeah, of course. The storyline part is from You Got Mail.
Ripped from the pages of You Got Mail.
No, I'm actually looking for it to be like a recommendation or a movie that you love, like a romantic comedy that speaks to you.
Okay, well, along the lines of Walk on the Moon, Walking and Talking.
Oh. That's great.
Truly a perfect movie.
Yeah.
Also, I can't believe you didn't say this Tootsie. And I love topper, actually.
Yeah.
So that's just spamming, right? I'm going to be singing in the rains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something smart to say. But what I keep coming back to, which is also a book I just read my daughter, is Princess Bride. I can't get around it. So that one. I know it's probably bleeding into. Yes. It's probably bleeding into some other categories, but yeah, I think that's what's central for me.
Maybe it's not okay. Maybe I have to come up with something else.
Like 20 minutes.
One of my favorite romantic comedies, I think it's a romantic comedy, is Raising Arizona. But it's not like this movie. This movie is like a different kind of romantic comedy. It's like a Tom Hanks romantic comedy.
Yeah.
It's like a romantic comedy where it's just twisted. Just a little tilted. Yes.
You have what you want to say?
Oh gosh, I was trying to think of the name of it. I don't remember now, but the one I loved to watch from the 90s was what's the one when
Just describe the people and just describe it without going into it. Let us figure it out.
Girl with like brown hair, and she
Girl with brown hair.
it was like in the 90s, and she had a mustache and she bleaches it in one scene before her date with Ethan Hawke.
Are Ethan Hawke's in it? And she teaches
Reality
Reality Bites. Should we show Reality Bites today?
This is so great. Everyone come out. Late night and late night to watch this. It's really cool. It's really
It's Tuesday. I know. Well, a big round of applause for clap at the bits, enjoy yourself. That doesn't mean like, disrespect your neighbor in any way, you guys, like we're having a conversation. But please have fun tonight. It vibrates in here when we all do this. Is what comedies, specifically when we watch them on the big screen.
That doesn't mean laugh fake. Like.
It's gonna be in the back We're here to say have a very fun time tonight. Thank you to our guests for this wonderful.
I wish I could be with you all, but I'm not. I'm with you in spirit. Have a great time. Sit back and enjoy the show. Oh, and hey, thanks.